on the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Go! Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready. Good team on it. Let's go one more. Ready, go.
On first down, Riddle. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 20-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Check 25.
Now King. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
I'm coming out. 22, jet, over. 22, jet, down. Check hot route. Hot.
To throw is King. Operating from the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2 times. 3 down. Hey, watch it.
2nd and 6. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
I'm going to come back to you. Back to you.
They'll run on first down. Riddle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Right here.
Operating from the gun, King. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Sam off. 61, Matchbox White.
Watch the ship.
Go. Big grip.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He finds Corey Davis. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Bandit. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Shoot.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry.
Check three.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Derrick Henry, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
Watch the screen.
Check go.
He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
6-6, bullet high. Look at me. Go up.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 30. One-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Come off the ball. Watch twist. It's straight.
On first down, King has got his man. It's Andrews. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
I'm coming after you. Slam.
And an alley to run. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the 17-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Titans nothing.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, 55.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
You got nothing to run. You got nothing. Boom. Check 52 is the mic. Check. I'm coming after you. Joker.
Here's King from the gun. He'll throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
A 40-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Hey, exit. Get it.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. He dumps it off for Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
50, plant, pilot, 64, reach, rock it.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Now, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Titans.
Ready, set.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Crunch time, defense. Hey, switch gears.
Fair.
Hey, turn it up.
General West.
Check 7. Hey, check 24.
Ready.
On first down, Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Go.
Check 4.
5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Herbert. His throw caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Tennessee.
Set up. 60 outlaw.
Check. What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? Tight ends right. We got 4.
Defense.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, come on now. Check.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Ready up.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Riddle, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Slam, slam. Hayward. 25.
King now, operating from the gun. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
He's coming.
They'll run on 1st down. Riddle. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. King to throw on 2nd down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 1st down, Riddle. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Mike's by 4. 36. Under 10. 10. Short.
Now King looking to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And his pass incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Mike 54. Let's go defense.
To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Leo.
Check. Watch the shot. Check.
Hey, stand up. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. He can't get him down. Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 99 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Point after, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, King. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing again, King. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Watch the edge.
Look at me. Score.
Off play action. Herbert. Catch is made by Harry. 25 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
They're running it.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Looking to throw. King. Got an open man. It's Washington. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's pick his legs.
Here's King operating from the gun. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. King now. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's brought in by Washington. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
King on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now King to throw on second down. A short throw caught by Andrews. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day, baby, all day.
Right there.
To throw is King on third down. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
On first down, King. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Mike 52. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Mike 52.
In your face.
To throw again, King. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Andrews. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Check.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's King operating from the gun. And that will be Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. All day.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert, and that's caught by Smith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Ready? 50, plant. X3. 218, chop it.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Shoot. Check.
Hey, wahoo. Snap.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Begin.
Undercrush. Hey, Charlie. Take up.
2nd and 4. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to counter with Washington. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Switch.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Squeeze.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Off play action. Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Titans on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Push him back. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, General West.
From the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go. Pittsburgh.
Mike 54, and watch the leg.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Kirkland. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On 1st, here's Washington. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
10 Lobo.
54 Mike.
Leo.
Check three. Switch.
They go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not every chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. King. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And they take a knee.
Ready? 60 or.
Double time. 3 down.
And they will take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Titans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.